I'm going to show you how to make this M203 Airsoft grenade launcher. Alright, this is going to be how to make an Airsoft grenade launcher. To start out, you're going to need some thin PVC. You're going to want to have them 40 millimeters in diameter in the bottom, so about 1.5 inches, and then you got to sand down a little bit in the insides. And then you're going to want one that's a little bit smaller that can fit into this, just like that. Okay? But for now, we're just using these things. Now what we got to do, we got to sand the ends so that they can fit together like that. We're going to glue them, cement them together. Okay? So I'm going to sand them down really nice. And yeah, they're going to have these rings in them. And you can sand them out if you want, but you got to keep it on one of them. Okay? Alright, so I'm going to sand the tops down, and then I'm going to cement them together. This stuff. Okay, I sanded out the edges of the PVC. Now I'm going to prep them with the prepping cement. Put a paper towel on so I don't get anything on my dad's table. Shoot. Okay, so just prep the prep it, put it on there. Put it around the edges just a little bit. Your glue's gonna go there too. I wanted to do it to both sides, but I'm not going to do that right now. Okay, so yeah, do it to both sides, then put the glue on it. Okay, so when you're done, just look at that. That's going to be your main barrel. And then we're going to put more PVC over top of it. Okay? So, yeah. Now, once this is all dried and hard and stuff, you're going to sand down these edges so that it's perfectly flat instead of all bumpy-ish with the glue. Okay? Okay, so you have your pipe. That's all glued together. Have your thin PVC. And then remember that small piece I told you to keep? This is what your gear is going to be. Your trigger is going to be in here. And it looks really short, but you're going to make it longer with a mold of plastic-ish, rubbery type stuff. So yeah, so basically your grenade will go in there. This will go over top of it. Like that. And you pull the trigger and fire. Anyway, so you gotta cut this out with like a hacksaw or something that you can do curvy cuts with. And yeah, so I'll cut that, the first side, and come back. Okay, I've got that side done. And now I'm going to sand these edges down. Then I'll cut the other side off. Okay, so I cut this side down, so now both sides are cut, and yeah, gonna make the mold, which will be pretty much a square box, like a soap box. It'll come right there, about that far out, and then I'll have a little gap, the little curved part that covers that and that side. So just slip it on there, put tin foil around it, and then put my plastic rubberish type stuff solution in it, dry it out, and then I'll have my thing. But I've got to have a hole through for the mold so that the pin can hit the grenade, and then I need to have a space right here. So another little box inside the box I'll put. That way, that's where my trigger and my other mechanisms to make the shoot will go. And yeah. Okay, so you have a barrel, and you're going to put a handle over this. You're going to put another PVC, oil type stuff, and then another one. And since you're going to want to use, for the main barrel, you make sure you have 1.5 inch PVC, or 40, or if you can find it, perfectly 40 millimeter diameter PVC. Okay, and then so that way you can just buy normal PVC and it'll go, and you can push it over on top of it. But I had to get this because I used a much bigger size. But the ring in here is 40 millimeters, and it will be able to hold it. So these are gonna come over here for my top handle and a stack, and I use 3 of them. Okay, so yeah, we gotta cement them together. Yeah, just like that. Okay, so this is what your end cap should look like. And there's the cover of the barrel that I was talking about that we just made. So you'll have your grenade in there, and this slides over top. Now, when you have this, you need to put in your small piece that fits down into the tube first, okay? And then you need to put this piece here, the bigger piece, over top of it, and then you need to make a mark right there. And then you can cut it, measure all you need to do, measure where you need to cut it, and all that stuff. And then it'll slide on and it'll be in the right spot. Okay? So, yeah, what I need to do is, what you need now is a thing that slides back and forth. So let's say this is my finger. This is like the base, and these go to there, back. You can get them at like stores that sell types of stuff like that, building things. Home Depot might have one. I haven't looked yet, but I might just make one. But you can either make one like I'm going to and show you how. I'll show you how to make it, or you can buy one. And what we'll do is cut a slit in this, and we'll sand down the barrel to be flat on the top, put this over it, and that'll be there. And then, I'm still trying to decide if I really want to do this, but put little grips around, which will be like melting PVC or cuttings of another ring that you cut off earlier. And yeah.